Excuse me, I've got my little dog here and he is trying to chew his lead, right? Hey, okay. Now, what's this here? 4 steps to achieve any goal. 4 steps to any goal, right? Now, why am I telling you this, and why has the 4 steps to achieving any goals got anything to do with curing our back pain or achieving any goal, even building financial freedom or getting married, going on our dream holiday, building a dream career, a dream business? Well, it's because I wrote a book. It's Time to Cure Your Neck and Back Pain, and I have done a bit of marketing to get this out there because I'm really passionate about helping people learn, I guess, what I learned about achieving my goal, which was to end back pain, not alleviate it, not learn to live with it, but cure it. And what has that got to do with that and the 4 goals, the 4 steps to achieving any goal? Well, it's this. Firstly, I've had a couple of videos. One's had over 20,000 views with people commenting on the video and how helpful it's been for them watching it and inspiring, which is great and very, very inspiring to me, which is why I ended up putting almost 3 years into writing this book. And in this book, it is filled with all the things that I've done and all the people that I've researched about how they have followed a good advice from Dr. John Isano and some other experts in here about how to cure their back pain, such as setting boundaries, having a good conversation with ourselves, to stop talking about our pain. And there's a whole lot of more, there's a whole lot of great stuff in there, which is life-changing. It's been life-changing for me. I'm actually just been at the beach here running. It's very wet. I'm soaking wet, excuse me, but I just felt compelled to share this with you. All right, so if you can bear with me a little longer, and why this might be beneficial to you in relation to whether you want to cure your back pain or to achieve any goal. It's because, firstly, I put this out there and send it to a lot of people, and I get it, people are busy, but here's the thing. Who's purchased the book? No one. No one's purchased the book, right? And look, that's fine. I get it. I've hardly put the message out there. But for me, and I also have an investment finance lending business, and I have learned some ways to make money that has me have a really good life financially. I have money get paid to me whether I work or not. And I'm not saying that to brag, because it's been a lot of work figuring it out how to do it. But I actually applied what other people came to me and said, hey, this is how you do it. And I just copied them and did it. And I wrote a book about how to cure your neck and back pain. And I know a lot of people in pain. Now, in the words of James E. Rowan, he said, do you know people wrote down in books how to be more successful, how to achieve all your goals, how to live a pain-free life, how to become millionaires, how to find the love of your life. And people wrote it down in a book, how to do it. And guess what? People don't read them, with his American accent. And he said, why? He said, I don't know why. He said, I guess people are getting busy. They're busy, right? Now, I do know that coming now to this, why it could be the case. Firstly, look, I don't know about you watching this video. Maybe you're one of these people that just likes to watch a whole lot of videos online, and you're taking a bit of info here and a bit of info there, and whether you're applying it, maybe not. Then there's a lot of people that just, they're just wanting maybe something, or they're just not really doing much other than surviving, right? Living a life. They've got families to take care of. And I know all these things can be very challenging, but then we all have this at times. We all have a goal at some point that we've achieved or wanted to achieve. And for many, they will either go to the grave not achieving their goal or getting what they really want, and others will go for it and get it. And I'll tell you what it is in simplest terms as to why some people will and some people won't. Now, maybe it's to come back to this book about why would someone be willing to keep going, say, to getting physical treatments or being told and believing that they'll never be cured. It's because they are masters and masterful of knowing that pathway. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's a bit like this. You're in a job, let's say, that you might hate. And you know in your heart of hearts that if you could change jobs and go to a new career and try and do something else, maybe you work nights, but you really want to give that up and you want to work days and you want to work in a new career in a new industry. Yet, because you're masterful at knowing how to work nights, the thought of changing, finding a new job, learning a new skill, you're all of a sudden way back at what you consider to be the beginning, ground zero, to start again, right? That means you have to relearn a whole lot of stuff to go and build that new pathway, right? I believe this is what goes on for a lot of people in many areas. So let's talk about this, for example, curing your back pain. Now, why would someone see a video and think, oh, I'm in pain, but would it work? And I don't know, do I have $30 to buy a book? Do I even read books? And, is it a scam? And all that stuff, right? Now, why would that be? Why could that be? Well, firstly, maybe it could be. Maybe it's all a load of falafel, which it's not. But there is stuff that you go down a path and you find out it hasn't worked or it isn't real. But you know what? At least someone who did that at least went down that path, right? They went on a journey to at least find out. So let's come back to what I'm talking about here. The 4 steps to any goal being achieved. Let's talk about something that's really simple. I don't know and I don't care. Step 1. I don't know about driving a car and I don't care. I'm 10 years old, playing on the playground, not even thinking about it. It's not even in my level of consciousness. Then 16, 17, 18, I want to go out, I want to pick up girls, drive a car, whatever it is. I now know that I don't know how to drive a car. Yeah? Now, depending on the depth and the importance of the goal, driving a car might have so when we come to this point, in the more traditional language, we are now consciously incompetent. We now know we want something, but we don't know how to do it, right? There's an emotion called fear. And fear at this point says, danger, danger. You could get hurt because you don't know how to do this. So what does the brain do? The brain says it won't work. You can't do it. You're too old. You're too young. You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're too whatever. It won't work. Now, do you know what those thoughts really are? Those thoughts are just in our primal brain to protect us from not getting hurt or dying. But the reality is, if you're careful and follow the rules, you won't die learning how to drive a car. Well, you could down the track if you go on speed, but you get the point. So what do we do from here? If we want to move to the next level, which is I am going to drive a car, I'm going to learn how to drive a car, and I'm going to become good at knowing how to drive a car. So what do we do to get through fear? We make a decision, we study, we practice, we learn, we try, we do a bit, we keep going, while our brain says, oh, you can't do it and it's scary. It's the same thing with everything that we want to achieve as a goal. So then we get to the next stage, which is, oh, okay, I'm in the car. I've got to put the key in the car, or press that button, and I've got to think and check. We are now aware of what it is that we don't know, but we're doing it and we're practicing it till we get to that point, maybe where you can relate to this. Don't say that you should be doing this, but you're driving, you're checking something on the phone, someone's talking to you, and you just get to where you want to go and you haven't even thought about it. You just do it. Yep. Now, that is how we achieve any goal. If I said to you, why is it that someone would be suffering with back pain? There's a book for someone they wrote it down how to do it without treatment, without surgery, by learning a process. Why would it that people wouldn't buy it? Why is that? I believe it's this. It's either they get to this point and they go, oh, really? Do I have to read a book? And what if it doesn't work? And $30, I've spent money and time, and really it's all too hard and I'm not going to bother. Yeah? To the person who says, well, you know what? I'm going to buy it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. And let's just see what happens. And all I have to do is open it, have a look, and keep going. Now, I do know for a fact, because I can back this book, that if people do it, it works. I'm testament to that. And there's many other people in here that are testament to what they're doing around understanding pain in the body that could mean the ending to this. No more of this stuff. No more of this cracking and twisting and, stuff that is actually, from my perspective, a complete waste of money and time. From what I've learned, yep, I'll probably get slapped for that. But twisting and cracking things, maybe part of massage, treatment, a bit of stress relief, but not to help cure emotionally repressed pain that's in the body through current and past life stresses and how we do life. I'm telling you, what I've done and people have done, no treatment other than making changes to how we perceive pain, making changes to how we do life, making changes to what we believe, and some other things that we do to be able to let pain leave our body. I say this to you with my hand on my heart. It does work, and I have done it. And now when I do get pain coming up, I have a process to go through that leaves the body. The pain leaves the body, because what you'll find, as if you don't already know, and if you haven't followed any of Dr. Johnny Sano's material, hello little guy, or anyone talking about tension myositis pain, that most pain that comes out in our neck, shoulder, arm, wrist, elbow, lower back is due to money worries, relationship worries, lack of boundaries, things that need to be discussed that aren't, lack of boundaries, A-type personality, high achievers, worry about everything, past child trauma that hasn't been attended to, lack of forgiveness, anger. All these things cause pain in the body. Watch a show on Netflix, if you get Netflix, called Life and Beth. About the second episode in, she goes to the doctor. She's got a pain in the side of her body. I was blown away when I saw this, even though it was a TV series. And the doctor, oh my God, I almost could have cried. And he said, Beth, do you mind if I ask you a little bit about your lifestyle? And she said, oh, and her mother died just the day before, and she's got pain in the side of her body. And he said, have you got any life trauma going, anything stressing you in your life at the moment? She goes, no, life's good. Life's good. And can you tell me how you eat? What do you do as a daily eating exercise? She didn't eat in the morning. She lived on coffee. She snacked on leftovers for lunch. She drank 4 to 5 drinks a night and lived on leftovers and went to bed 12 o'clock every night and pretty much didn't eat. I know it's only a series, but I can relate to this because when I was in deep pain, my pain therapist who I was talking to, and I talk about the practice in this book, she said, tell me about what's going on in your life. Is there much stressing? I've gone, oh, no, not really. After I told her my work, there was so much going on that was impacting me and why I was in deep physical pain at the time. So, guys, I've talked a lot. Thanks so much if you've listened this far. If you are at a point, book, pain, up to you. No pressure either way. I send with love. I'm telling you this from an education perspective. Whatever goal that you want to achieve, new career, more money, relationship, cure your pain. If you're at a point where you're thinking, oh, it won't work and I have to commit time and can I be bothered and I'd rather just do something else, this is the pathway to achievement. This is the pathway. Decide, commit, push through, get to that point. Even though you have to think about putting the key in the car and where to drive, keep driving to your goal. And if your goal is to make pain a thing of the past, my mum lives in pain. Mum, sorry if you're watching this video. And I wrote this book and she was laughing at my dog in the video because she did say, can I read the book? And I said, no, Mum. Sorry, Mum, if you're watching this, because it's not for her. But for many reasons, I don't need to go into that. But there is a courageous pathway, and the bigger the goal, the bigger the fear is going to be. But so far for me and anyone who's watching this, if you have pushed through fear to go after a worthy goal, what's the worst that could happen? Really? What is the worst that could happen? It either didn't work or you got some value from it and you learnt and grew from it. So I invite you to be courageous and to go after your goals. If it is to read a book and learn to be pain-free, buy it, invest, do it. Seriously, most people will spend $30 on 2 drinks of alcohol, then study how to become rich, wealthy, successful, build a happy, pain-free, abundant, rich life. Like, come on, guys. We've got to step up. And watching videos on YouTube and just scouring the internet without a commitment, I'm not saying that's necessarily you, but knowing what I'm sure you know from commitment and decision, no 10 to 15 minute video is going to be the cure. There's going to be a door opener for that, and then there's going to be work for whatever it is. You know, you didn't just build your career in, watching a few videos. You did it through years of time and effort. It's the same with a great relationship, a great career, building wealth, building health. This pathway to follow is what does it. So thank you for watching if you watched this far. Trevor Russell. I know you won't buy the book because you're busy, but seriously, it's a great book and I'm so proud of it. It's changed my life to be able to share this message, even to just do these videos. It's been such a wonderful thing for me to do. And can I tell you, for me to write this book was my scary journey. Some days I did not want to do it, but I was committed to the goal and I've put it down. And if nothing else, for me, it's helping me to live a happier, healthier life. It helped my girlfriend let go of hip pain just by deciding and looking at what she was dealing with her mother and just letting that go. And I'm telling you, sometimes it's more challenging than that. There has to be some seriously deep conversations that need to happen, life changes, but sometimes it can just be, there's nothing physically wrong with me. I'm okay. Tell the body, let it go. We don't need this pain. And I know that sounds very woo-woo, but it is worked and there's a lot more to it than that, but that's definitely part of it. So I send love to you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for not buying the book. I really appreciate it because it just shows me the challenges that people are facing to getting to where they want to go and what it does take. And I wish you all the best. Best of luck to you, and I'll speak to you guys soon.